Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Berserk manga read-through. Today we are reading volume 39. Happy to be back and continuing the story. We had a very good episode last time. So in volume 38, basically, Rickett slapped Griffith so hard that it can be heard throughout the entire realm, and Guts and the gang finally arrived to Elf Island, to Elfhelm. And that is where we have left it. So we're going to jump into volume 39 as we've got a interesting cover here of woodland spirits and creatures and all sorts. Very magical and fantastical. Is it going to live up to expectations? Is Casca going to be able to settle down here? Let's find out. So let's jump in. Let's have a look at the images, the artistic renditions that we have at the start here. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful stuff. Look at these pieces. That is cursed to look at. There are some very weird and unique creations here. I love that they're just living in this magical being's hair. So cool. Berserk, volume 39. It's about time. Let's jump in. What is the name of the first chapter? As we've got Guts in a rage here, slaying, I think it was magical scarecrows. Magical scarecrows, I think. This will be also a good thing is we should have our... Yes, we should have our little paragraph that lets us know what happened. Guts and the crew fend off the sea god's attack and finally make landfall at their destination, Elf Island. The journey is nearly over to find a safe space for Casca to live and have an audience with the elven leader, who's said to have some way of restoring Casca's mind. But is it what she wants? The party hurry forward to find this ruler, but lying in wait for them are traps and spells put in place to drive away visitors. Alright, first chapter is Flame Puppet. So we're picking up where we left off of the scarecrows jumping to the defense of the island as everyone gets right into it. The longer the weapon, the longer the reach. But you know, that means I win. Getting in real close for a fireblade slice. You bunch of straw trading posts! Protect the ladies! Aye, sir! And there's our volume 30 little cover there of Guts slicing right through them. It's no use, they're too strong. They're not stopping at all. What's with that guy in black and that big sword? Hey, I maybe sense some magic from them. No way, people from outside the island are just savages. They're about to find out. That field holds some more surprises. Whoa, what the hell? A vine's twisting around my leg. Oh yeah, that's how that trap works. Stupid, now I'm in big trouble. Oh yes, the pumpkin demons. Look at this. Great designs. That's incredible. What is this, a Halloween episode? Man, this is getting old. This truly does seem like a magical island. It's a little early for a harvest festival. Cutting right at the source. Oh man, so it sticks the blade in the ground and does like a nice overhead swipe to go right through them all. Serpico with the power of wind. Pumpkins on the menu tonight. Weapon. Grabs a pumpkin and throws it into the other pumpkin. Roland's just gonna get you even more tangled. There's no end to them. They'll just slowly force us back. Blasted weird things. It's alright. I appreciate your patience. Time for Shirka to get weird with it. Taps the ground and like ripples go through the air. Ooh. Canceling out the spell. Say what now? A spell had been cast on this field using the power of gnomes, earth spirits, I modified the spell to enhance the ripening workings of the earth spirits. Fight magic with magic, huh? Just got gnomed. What do we do? They took down the scarecrows. And also, that was magic. Could it be? Ooh, you're too easy on them. They bite us, we bite them back. Well then, is that the end of the rough welcome? What's that? Fire? No. Looks like that's Burning Man. It's the Burning Man festival in Berserk. Another part of the welcome. Jesus, look at this thing. It's like some kind of Burning Man. A scarecrow boss? Where's my Dark Souls scarecrow boss that is covered in like some sort of cursed tree roots, but then also has like chains with supposed weapons hanging off of them on hands while being infested with like tormented souls in a cage? This is a great little design here. That's a Wicker Man. Wicker Man, I've read about them in books. Accounts of a fetish that uses the life force of sacrifices locked within a giant figure and set ablaze using ancient magic. Oh yeah, okay, there you go. He's got big ass logs with shit in it on his hands, just flailing it around. I swear, you guys are too soft. Mortar, you brought out something like that? It's taboo. Hello, Mortar. We got a pretty witch on our hands, everybody. We got a pretty witch on our hands. Ha! So what if it's taboo? It exists for times like this. Its wasted potential is a mere decoration. What good is a puppet if you don't play with it? Now go. Everybody focus. Just because a nice looking witch appears on page does not mean that you can lose your focus. Stay on target. They're getting attacked by the Wicker Man. That is what is happening. Aha! Get him! Stop this foolishness, Mortar. You're going to burn up the field too. Ah, shit. We can't handle this. He's just flailing it about. Oh, guts sliding on in. He's about to go cannon mode. Yeah, cannon hand right in the Wicker Man's dick. Blow up the penis, and it goes right through and comes out the head. That's incredible right there. How about that? Almost brings it down. It's down onto its knees. Final blow already? Damn, slices right through the head, freeing some of the tormented souls. Quick little end to the chapter there. Nice. Okay, chapter 343. Guts already brought down the Wicker Man like it was nothing. Village of Witches. Okay. There you go. We've defeated the taboo defense. Now let's meet the witches, shall we? Got 'em. Well done. But this might be a bit of a problem. At this rate, the fire will spread to the entire field. Let's run for it. So we've got Serpico with the Wind Spirit, and we've got I'm trying to remember. Isidro has the Fire Spirit. Where's that water at? Bring in the water. Put out the fire. Oh no, you don't, thieves! I just love that this is so much like a Halloween special for Berserk, where it's like we've got our evil scarecrows and pumpkin monsters and the Wicker Man, and we've got the witch on the broom, and it's literally just the levitating like broom. Like, it's unashamedly like a Halloween special. You really did a number on my darling puppet, but I'm not letting you escape. Watch as the flames surround you. A witch. Definitely a witch. Wow, check it out. She's totally flying on a broom. Now that's the real deal, not like some kid I know. I'll beat you up. Please wait. We are not enemies. You. Why is a magic user with them? And even elves? Mortar, that's why we're telling you to wait. You never listen to others. Good grief. It's true. Oh damn, we got a whole squad here. We got Petrus from Dark Souls 1 if he respec'd his character into a mage, apparently. Nice. Okay. Are you this island's... We're Skellig Island mages, but conversation can wait. If we don't hurry and do something about this fire, it'll wipe out the field. I put so much work into these pumpkins. But with the flames this strong, our only option might be to summon a guru. Guru? Want some? It's well roasted. Thanks. Huh? Oh hey, there's Puck. Hey, he just straight up recognizes him. He's like, oh, Puck, welcome back. Thanks for the pumpkin. And they actually are eating it. And a huge thunderstorm breaks out, and we get a well-timed, convenient rainfall. Amazing. Oh, this is so cool. This is magic. That's swift manipulation of the weather. It is? Yes. It usually requires a degree of planning and ritual to greatly influence nature. This is such a awesome shot. I love that they've got like an older elderly witch on a ram. So cool. Here he comes. Ah, not a witch, a wizard, a warlock. A warlock? Great guru. Looks like things are in hand. Kuka, Johnny, Theun, thank you for standing guard. Sir, as for Morda, she may be due for a lecture. Hiya, old Ged. You've been long away, Mischief Maker. My guests, you were put through the ringer on account of my delay. I apologize, this goat is quite old, like me. You don't keep up with young legs. Sorry, goat, not a ram. I am Gedfring, one who governs the mages of this island. Cool. Excuse me, Great Guru, were you aware we would visit this island? The ruler of the elves received an oracle. Then yes, that boy must be. A small wind whirling out from this island would draw in many fates and return as a tempest. A small wind whirling out from this island? Does that mean, without even realizing it, he pulls everyone into a cyclone of destiny? It happened by chance, that's all. Are you saying that's me, Puck the Storm? Hey, I'm really sorry. I dragged Olia into my story, Puck being the main character, of course. And suddenly he acts like he's the hero. And another thing, I had my own premonition. An old friend came to me in a dream and said, "Look after my dearest little student when she visits." Oh, cool. An old friend. They knew each other. Do you mean? That's nice. I like that. They know each other. At any rate, come to our village, freshen up from your journey. I'll see to it you're introduced to the elven ruler. Meh. Seems like he already knows everything. That saves a lot of exposition. It's great talking to magic users, because they already know everything. That's how it is with great mages. Cool. God, Magnifico's still here too. We got all the trees that look old, with all their tree beards. What would you call this? Art? Old guy. It's an old guy tree. Not an old man like a withered tree, but a tree like an old man. How odd. Neat. Looks like it could move. Chomp. It moves. God, it gets eyeballs and everything. That's so creepy. What a fool. People from the outside are just like I heard. Especially that one. Come on. Stop playing and let's go. Don't lick me. Put that tongue away. I'm Kuka. Johnny. Theun. I'm Ivalera. I'm Shirka. Nice to meet you. That girl's Morda. So she's hanging out separate from the rest of the group too. What are a magic user and elves doing with this bunch? Ugh, it's all sticky with sap. What do you think you're doing? Just wiping it on Magnifico's coat. We have a strange bond. The purpose of our journey is... Oh, cool. Huh. So you're here to restore her sanity. Originally, we saw a safe haven for her to live with the brand, but yes, I expect that's what her companion really wants. I think I've heard that the Flower Storm Monarch can use the Corridor of Dreams to go deep inside the mind. It might be possible. Really? Damn. Farnese having a cheeky look over at Guts while this is happening. You're an intrepid bunch, though. The world's practically upside down, yet you cross the ocean on a glimmer of hope. Huh? You must have felt it too, if you're a mage. That great disturbance? The great roar of the astral world, that's what we call it. The one called the Hawk of Light caused it, by attacking the many seals of the world's forest of the Spirit Tree. Hawk of Light? Forest of the Spirit Tree? What's that all about, old man? We'll discuss the details in the village. Look, you can see it now. Oh wow, look at this. There lies Flower Storm Monarch's elf helm. It's a storm of blossoms, just like the title suggests. That's really cool. That is one big-ass cherry tree. Wowee, I'm floored. There lies our village of mages. God, these shots are so good. What's kind of interesting about pages like this is obviously this looking like it's a double spread. Like, this little tiny section over on the right-hand side here is so gorgeous, and I love, like, the silhouettes crossing the big tree, but you barely get to see it. It's just, like, tucked away in the corner here, but there's so many beautiful things that imagine it looking animated. It would look incredible in a proper, like, 2D, hand-drawn, like, amazing backgrounds. Oh, man. It's so good. This makes me feel kind of nostalgic. It's a village of hats. There's a bunch of houses that look like shirkas. Sure hasn't changed. What are they doing over there? The boys are practicing odd manipulation. Making trees bud like that is delicate work that makes for good training. That brings back memories. I did that often too, although I didn't have any peers to practice with. I'll introduce you later. Here, in accordance with our respective skill levels, we teach and are taught, and thus we hone our magic skills every day. We're literally in Berserk's Hogwarts. I can't believe it. There are gurus amongst us who are absorbed in their own magic studies, but you can learn a lot by becoming an apprentice and helping them with research. I see. Mage training site. No, I guess it's more of a scholarly town. It's magnificent. Huh? Boring is what it is. Morta, come on. No matter how much we hone our magic skills, if we stayed cooped up on an island like this, it's all just a waste of talent. What are you saying? A mage's duty is to observe the universe. Hey, never mind all that. Tell me about the outside world. I should cut it out. You're too hard-headed, Kuka. I think you could stand to broaden your horizons a little. But that's true for everybody on this island. That group. What's with those clothes? Are they from the outside? Barbarians? Oh, hang on. Yeah, barbarians? Ugh, scary. Why are they here? Wow, where have I seen that kind of reaction before? It's only natural. But when people are that blatantly afraid of me, it makes me want to live up to the hype as an entertainer. Hey there, innocent girls. I'm a dangerous barbarian. Hit him at the same rhythm, everybody. Right, 1, 2. 1, 2, harsh pinpoint attacks. I've seen this sight somewhere too. Damn it. Now, everyone, we should be peacefully celebrating the safe return of the great Puck. Oh, Puck. If it isn't Puck. So out of consideration, I thought I hadn't seen you in a while. So you really did leave the island? How dare you take a dip in my pot while I was making secret medicine? You emptied all my bug and snake cages and made my house a biohazard. You scribbled on my magic circle in the middle of a ritual. You put the love potion I made into the great guru's tea. So even Puck has done some ridiculous things here as well. And he's like, well, see ya, I'm out. Good. Looks like you're fitting in well already. Says you. Now then, first, stop by my hall. This is good. I'm liking what this is. Everyone in the scholarly town all looks quite, you know, serious and normal. They're all learning things. And you've got Mortar, which is just like, I'm on my broom and I'm wearing my clothes a little bit differently to everyone else. And and it's very interesting how Mortar's intentionally being like, look how different I am from the rest of everybody else. And I can't wait in classic Miura fashion to give us some exceptional character development on all of these new people that we're meeting, because I actually really love meeting new characters in Berserk, because you know that no matter what you're being presented with, you're going to get some really great character interactions and some really good story, because even characters that aren't around for long or are kind of side characters or one-off characters, like Miura doesn't kind of, you know, treat it as such. Like, everyone gets a lot of special attention and development, even if we'll never see them again. They're all very well realized, which I really appreciate in a story like this. So that's chapter 344. We've made it to Elfhelm. We're meeting the witches and wizards and warlocks and taken through the village, and we'll move into chapter 345 now. This one is called Great Gurus. As we arrive to the main house. Huge! So you could easily fit your old place in here. What beautifully drawn, like, architecture. Ah, yes, look at all the old gurus playing wizard chess. Perfect. I love these, like, how their personalities are coming out in the hats already. Like, that's so good. That's check. Well, the elixir I was cooking up should nearly be done. I'd better return. Danan, isn't the food ready yet? What a farce. Is this how you're going to escape again? What about you yesterday? Going on about some ritual when the moon wasn't even out. So obvious. Oh, come now. You only just ate, old one. Oh, did I? This is the village senior center? Rude. Like Master Gedfring, they are great gurus who govern the mages of the village. Master Skibble, the perplexed. Master Thrain, the resolved. Master Ganar, the ponderous. And this is Danan, the domestic. Welcome. And welcome home, Puck. You went on a long trip. I'm back. They say travel makes a person grow, but somehow you shrank instead. He's grown cheekier. I'll put the kettle on, so please get comfy. Sorry, but first, the ruler of the elves. Could we meet with this Flower Storm monarch? Guts, we have an urgent request for the Flower Storm monarch. This whole journey's been pinned on that hope. The one I need to see is so close now. Please. I understand your impatience, but please relax as our guest. Not even an elf is going to disappear while you drink a cup of tea. And if you make a scene in your haste, wouldn't that risk spoiling the monarch's mood? Your companions must be tired from the long journey. I'll say. I think I will have some tea. Magnifico, who's done all the hard work. You never change. Besides, it looks like they've taken a liking to Danan's baked sweets. They are superb. Danan, food. As ever, witch grub, ain't too fillin'. My soul food. This stuff's pretty good. Not as good as Flora's sweet treats, though. Ha, fine. It's alright. Oh my god. I'm trying to read what he is saying through his full mouth of food. No need to be in a rush. Besides, the elven something-ish. No need to be in a rush. Okay, there's also cake. It's kind of disorienting, given how violent things have been until now. Yeah. Oh ho, trolls and enchanted Kushan beasts, a ghost ship and a sea god. That really was quite an adventure. Yeah, I guess. It's gotten to where fighting for our lives every day. Well, that's blowing it a bit out of proportion, but it's not far off. Is that true? Yes, even as a mage, I must admit that it's strange we arrived here safely. The outside world is terrifying. Well, it'd have been wiped out ages ago without you. Shiaka does actually save the group so much. Especially with the Berserker armor, like, literally that group is done without Shiaka, with that in mind. Wow, I say it sounds thrilling. There you go again. That's the world the Hawk of Light brought about, by the way of the Great Roar. It's truly become a world of old legends and folklore. Old man, could you explain more about that? Since that day, have any of you caught sight of the branches that appear to stretch through the sky? That's the World Tree. It's a huge tree of legend that's said to connect the heavens, the earth, and the underworld. Those are its branches. Ah, those things you see sometimes on clear days? I thought they were strangely shaped clouds or something. They're quite convenient for us sailors. You can use them like constellations in broad daylight. World Tree? I've heard of it. It's from old folktales, right? The magical interpretation is a tad more complex, though. You mean the Dragon Path? Oh? That's Flora's dearest student for you. You've learned well. It's literally a massive fissure that penetrates the world, piercing deep into the layers of the physical and astral worlds. Fissure? A crack? What's that about? Try visualizing something like a mole burrow. On very rare occasions, such as during a full moon, paths will connect the physical and astral worlds. Small ones are called the Elfin Path, and they connect to the astral world shallows. Occasionally, children in the woods will get lost on them. And larger ones are called the Dragon Path, and reach deep into the astral world. That egg at your side is a fetish for opening the Dragon Path deep into the abyss. Okay, we're getting some lore on the different paths here. What is that? How sinister! Mr. Potato Head makes me laugh. My concern is whether that belongs to you, or if you're merely carrying it. Which could it be? Hell, you're a mage, alright. I once heard the same kind of thing in another forest. Like I said before, this is mine. Hey, isn't that thing dangerous? It's downright ghastly. Don't let it curse you. Sure enough, he's even like this back home. Here, look, he's cute up close. His favorite food's cheese. Good old Betchy. No, Shoo! Excuse me, could you please tell me, why was the attack on the Forest of the Spirit Tree connected to the arrival of that World Tree? Young lady, Forest of the Spirit Tree is a generic term for lands throughout the interstice where several large trees exist. And each of those large trees is a parasitic plant like mistletoe with its roots fastened spiritually into the World Tree. Parasitic? As a mage, you must know this. Mistletoe stems neither from the earth nor the heavens, and therefore symbolizes our physical world. So it is with the trees in the Forest of the Spirit Tree. By absorbing power from the World Tree, they hindered the expansion of its branches into the physical world. Mages living in the Forest of the Spirit Tree used the vast spiritual power surrounding the tree to deepen their understanding of magic while guarding that land and maintaining balance between the physical and astral worlds. Your mistress was one such mage. Mistress. The Forest of the Spirit Tree is now almost entirely ashes, and so the World Tree has grown rampant, recalling the ancient chaos of the intermingled physical and astral worlds. Thus, I'd like to ask about the Black Swords, the Black Swordsman, about his deep connection with him. Who is the Hawk of Light? What is it he desires so much that he'd be reincarnated as the guardian angel of longing and then transform the world this way? Can you tell me? Great. I thought to be free of my obsession with him by the time we reached our destination. I never thought I'd be questioned about him. He'll have his own kingdom. That's what he'd say back in our mercenary days. Seizing a kingdom, that does make sense. According to my scryings, it seemed he had restored an ancient metropolis near the foot of the World Tree. In this new world of chaos, it's ironic that the root of his tree is like the eye of a storm, a land of calm spiritual power that repels any wicked ethereal bodies. You could say it's the one and only kingdom where people can live in peace and prosperity. He knows the Hawk of Light who caused the Great Roar? Just who is this companion of yours? Oh, he's a monster. I've had more than my fair share of surprises thus far, but to think your nemesis is capable of changing the world, that defies all imagination. The Black Swordsman is associated with someone like that. Impressive. I'll have to check into this. I'm never off the clock. Too complicated? I don't get it. Relax. I'm in the dark too. Hey, listen. Something hasn't been lining up for me. Is that Hawk of Light guy the White Hawk? That Midland hero? He is. So that Hawk used magic or whatever to fill the world with monsters. You pretty much got it. And so Guts and the Hawk go way back. Don't tell me my hero, the legendary Band of the Hawk 100-Man Killer, was a buddy of yours, Guts? Almost. Wow, introduce me. It's so funny that it's literally just because the Band of the Hawk history has not been given to the group. Guts has kept that to himself. And he's like, yeah, no idea what you're talking about, guys. And then Isidro is like, my hero, the legendary Band of the Hawk 100-Man Killer, his hero being Guts, is like, wow, you were friends with him? Almost. To seize a kingdom. No, to establish the only kingdom in the world. He changed the world itself. That's utterly absurd. Any means to achieve his ends, eh? Not quite. For him, it's more like an end to his means. Nothing's changed. Getting his kingdom, that's just one step along his way. He'll continue soaring higher and higher. That's Griffith. The Hawk. Incredible. So they're able to still tie that one all in and bring these boys back into the fold by letting them know what's going on the mainland. Because it's going to make things complicated. Because he's like, man, I thought we were done with that. I was actually going to let that go and try and find a safe place, and now it's very different for him. This one's just called Elfhelm. Beautiful old man trees with the group on a walk. I feel like I've become a dwarf. Don't stray from the line or you'll get lost. Impressed yet? So full of yourself. Wow. Wow. It's bright, despite how dense the forest is. It's because it's filled with a vast odd. It's strong, but gentle. So this is the forest where the elven ruler lives. It's like the entire forest is giving off light. Also, kind of feels like my body's lighter? What? Whoa, say what? You evolved. Uppity for a human. Wow, Isidro like a grasshopper. I flew? For real? Oh, I flew too. It's because there aren't many weight elementals here. Weight? Barites? 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 Yeah. There's my question exactly. Barites? An element outside the fire, water, wind, and earth that make up the world. It is the weight elemental, extremely minute beings that tie together those four great elements. A barites is so small you can't even scry it, but when gathered together they make objects heavy, darken the sky, and produce things like depression and obsession in the mind. Such things would generally clash with those who dwell in this forest. Just realized I did not even do my old man voice at all. He was just speaking very clear then. He just went full serious mode. No old man voice. Don't shake. It's true, my body feels light. It's great. Hi. Puck. Typo? Puck, long time. Oh no. Pick. Puck, long time. Hey Peck, it's Puck. He's alive. I'm sure he forgot the way home while he was playing around. Pook, look, that sneak. Poor Poke was lonely. Not that I remembered that until now. Oh, here we go. This will be the volume 39 cover art. It's people. People. Humans. The mages have brought some humans. God, look how many different types of creatures are here. This is wild. This is amazing. Elfhelm indeed. Welcome, human. Welcome. Where'd you come from? Why are you here? Treasure hunting? First, a song. Come on. Let's dance. Let us dance, miss. Oh, wow. The fawns and the elves and like woodland spirits and everything. Lady, it's the wind. Huh? Our kind. The wind. This one is clad in the wind. Getting swept away by the lovely wind ladies. Serpico! Damn you. Sorry. Oh, what? You want to fight? We literally have unicorns. That tickles. Let go. Do you plan to eat me? How much do you want? This is chaos. It's the way it is with elves. Yow, nobody in this forest has any discipline. Definitely feels like this little chestnut's hometown. Hiya. Hi, you came from the outside, right? Tell us about it, about the outside world. Well, if you insist, fine, I'll tell you about my and Shirka's gorgeous adventure. This is great. He's serious. That human's got a serious vibe. Too heavy, I can't deal. He's not cut out for this forest, but then that's scarce. You don't see it much, then let's welcome him. So what's it gonna be? We've got to use a serious vibe for this wrinkled forehead. Oh. Okay, I misinterpreted this. I misinterpreted what this was. And now I know what this is. Okay. I thought that this was a scene where it was just Puck like just being silly and like, I don't know, somehow being able to like after image himself looking differently, and then he was just talking to himself with different names. I just thought it was like a Puck joke, but no, Puck has siblings and they're all Pick, Peck, Pook, and Poke. Okay, now this makes more sense. Puck's siblings, incredible. Thou hast done well to reach this land, human. I would first praise thee, but 'tis still too soon to relax. Should thou wishest to advance, thou must first get past us, the 4 big P's. We are not mass-produced. They're his relatives, all right. Well, this sure got out of hand. Would you mind, Danan? Toot the old horn, get them all paying attention, and look at them all. All right, everyone, march on home now. They're more trouble than monsters in a way. That damn pack horse. Elves rule. That was a rough reception. They're not so bad here, you know. This is gorgeous, though. Oh, damn. Up close, it looks more like a mountain than a tree. You could put a whole castle on top. It's so majestic, like some otherworldly spectacle. It's pretty. So many elves. So this is a cherry tree, huh? Just how much fruit grows on this thing anyway? You can eat all the cherries you want year-round. They grow back as soon as you pick them. Dwelling in this huge spirit tree and attended by so many elves. Just how powerful is the Flower Storm Monarch? Yeah, we're getting such a build-up right now. Why does that irk me? Then we've got Casca doing what Casca does best. Everyone, you enter through that hollow. Wow. It's like a maze. Thankfully, our bodies are light. Mr. Puck. Mr. Puck. What, Magnifico? Be sure to remember you know what. You know what? Surely you haven't forgotten already about putting you on the elven throne? Ah, right. Yeah, I remember. If you would please first intermediate with the current ruler, do what thou must. Here we go. What the hell? I guess the tree itself is a palace. Oh dear, such a mess, in the light of day no less. Brownies, we have guests, help out. Okay, they're called brownies. Got the centaurs and the fawns, all playing the tune. We've got the elves playing on the mushroom people as drums. This is incredible. At last, the audience. Uh-oh, hurry. So what kind of leader does Puck have anyway? Here we go. Should we think about it? Should we try and decide or like think about what type of thing this is going to be? Is this going to be serious? Is this going to be silly? Is it going to be like Puck's dad? Is it going to be that? So is it going to be comedy? Is it going to be serious? I am really curious. I feel like with the amount of build up to this moment that it's going to like not be what you expect. The Elf King hath arrived. Lower your heads. Oh. Oh. Okay. This is a coup d'etat. Puck was the king? What's he doing? Huh? No, how can this be? Huh? Is that right? Got me. Cool. If it means less work. But don't we play every day? I miscalculated. I had no idea that elf was so that. I'd better feign complete ignorance of this, or my plan to develop a market for elves is kaput. If you toady to me now, my financial minister Mexico will pay you handsomely. You sold the kingdom to humans? Yes. What? No, that's treason. Ah! Whatever could he be talking about? Elves, I swear all they ever do is joke around. Mexico, my loyal retainer, your plan to overthrow the kingdom was crushed. We're in big trouble. Run! Run! Take them away. See ya in Valhalla. What is happening right now? Good grief. You can't go overthrowing the kingdom, Puck. Isn't she the housekeeper? Perhaps contact with the outside world's corrupted you. And then reveals like this goddamn beautiful ethereal form. Look at that. That is magnificent. There we go. Welcome to my elf helm, travelers. Okay, we've been thrown for a loop there. It really kind of, yeah. Goddamn. Okay. We had a fake out Puck being the king reveal. The Flower Storm Monarch. There you go. Now that's more like it. Awesome! She transformed. Beautiful. Flower Storm Monarch indeed, just as the moniker suggests. Sure smells nice. I feel an extraordinary spiritual pressure. It's nice and warm. Reminds me of the Spirit Tree Mansion. But it's comfortable, like I'm wrapped up in it. The Flower Storm Monarch. We made it here. This is the ruler of the elves. Oh. Serious. Just a moment, please. First, I'm going to punish these two. Puck, have you been tainted by human worldliness? You want to be the king that badly? The king is free to lie around and eat good food. I'll be the king of idle living. Don't you guys already do that anyway? Now that you mention it. Besides, the king has work to do as well. Work? Yes, every day I clean up all the food you guys leave lying about so this cherry tree that's both our dwelling and kingdom doesn't wither. To keep on good terms with our neighbors, the mages, I cook, clean, and chat with the village elders. Lately I've started to feel like I'm actually a brownie. Do you still want to be king? All hail Elfhelm! Glory to the Flower Storm Monarch! Now who is this? Manihiko. Quick to confess. A villain plotting to make me his puppet king and sell the island's elves to a bunch of humans. Wouldn't that be a bit ill-advised? If you tried to make these deadbeats pets, you'd soon find yourself living in a pigsty. There'd be a torrent of complaints and refunds. True. Besides, the astral and physical worlds have gotten mixed together since the Great Roar. With elves emerging everywhere now, I bet their value plummets. Your evil deeds are at an end! No, then why did I go through such awfulness to get here? I therefore sentence you to the maximum penalty for conspiring to subvert the throne. I was brainwashed. I cannot be charged of a crime as I was legally unaccountable due to diminished capacity, and he's trying to speak as properly as he can at this point. I need a lawyer. If it's money you want, I'll pay the amount. I want a retrial. I condemn you both to assist the brownies for the rest of the day. Wait, huh? Have mercy. So, now that that's all cleaned up, as ruler of this island's elves, I am formally known as the Flower Storm Monarch, but please, call me Danan. I have heard your tale. Black Swordsman, you wish to restore the young raven-haired woman to her senses. You can do that? If we use the Corridor of Dreams, most likely. Congratulations. That's a relief then. Good news, Chief. That's great. Yeah. I don't think Farnese said a word this whole volume, right? She just stared at Guts. I'd like to start off with a welcome banquet, but I imagine you're too impatient to want that. Would you like us to go ahead and perform the ritual? Yes, please. Then the Ravenhead woman, and you beside her, can you come with me, along with that little witch who came from the outside? Us? The most suitable for the ritual are the one upon whom it's performed, and those with whom bonds are strong. She's quite attached to the Bond girl, and you are Flora's protege and accustomed to magic rituals, right? Then hold on. Count me in too. That, I'm afraid I must decline. I sense strong fear from her towards you that would likely hinder the ritual. Guts. It'll be alright. There we go. Farnese's actually said something. Farnese and I are both mages to some extent. Please, trust in your companions. Yeah, I'll leave it to you two. Take care of Casca. Well, it'll take a while for the ritual to finish. If we stay here, we'll be playthings for the elves again. It'd be best to come back later. Is it okay to leave Puck and Menehiko behind? They'll probably catch up when they're done working. We've come this far, all we can do now is wait and have faith. This is huge if this actually happens. I'm wondering how this will go. I feel like there'll be complications. I feel like, you know, Casca's gone through a particular kind of getting messed up, you know? So I don't know if this is going to be like, I don't know if this is going to work out in the way that they want or expect it to. I just feel like it's going to be a problem. This way, this way. Flowerstorm Monarch, may I ask something? Ask me what? And you may call me Danan. Danan, just what is the Corridor of Dreams? It's what it sounds like. I will have you two enter into her dreams. Oh, this is not going to be good. Into her dreams. You'll delve deep into her mind, decipher the clues strewn about there, and formulate a solution. That's the Corridor of Dreams ritual. Is that possible? I don't think I shall guide you. I see now. It's the same principle as when a mage uses a ritual to dive into the astral world. You and I have luminous bodies, so there should be no problem. Do bear one thing in mind, though. You could say dreams are a part of the astral world, but there are rules therein stem the mind of the dreamer. Stem from the mind of the dreamer. The first thing you must do is uncover those rules. The ritual will take place here. I suppose you'd call it the magic mushroom bed. These little ones have all drawn plenty of spiritual energy from the cherry tree's roots and will lure you into a dream state. Lie down wherever you wish, Shirka. You must stay here. Relax and breathe slowly. Inhale the spores as Casca sneezes. Wow, this is gonna be interesting. And now, go on your way. Unforgettable memories, nevertheless forgotten. Buried feelings, they've all been strewn about. Go and wander the Corridor of Dreams, where signs and symbols of those things are gathered. And prepare to be confronted with probably some really grim trauma. Okay, Puck is now tiny and is getting honey out of weird jars, and now Isidro is actually a monkey. I see it. Your sweet secret, your honey. No, this isn't, I'll tell on ya. I'll tell your mistress, and Guts, and Farney. I'll so tell on ya. No mercy, no holds barred. Gollum, Wheel of Flame! Rah! What is happening right now, dude? Dream on. And crushes it. Put the squeeze on you with my tail. Wait. This is my dream. There you go. This is a... Quick, run out the dream door. To that door. What's up with the honey? What's up with the honey? What's up? Bonk. So good. We're doing lucid dreaming. I'm gonna go into someone else's dream. And then Farnese's dream is, I'm doing the washing. You know, Lady Farnese, you've gotten better at doing laundry. It's because you showed me the ropes. It's a big help for us all. We're grateful, I suppose. Okay, great. All of the laundry speaks to her. That's our Commander Farnese. Well done. Not a single stain. We are proud of you. Oh God. What's his face? God. Oh, I can't remember his name. Something like Mogus or something? Among Us? Your dedication is truly admirable. You set an example for God's lambs. No, I just have a good washing stone. Washing his mouth out. That just leaves you, Guts. I'm in your hands. Does that feel good? Yeah. I can't wash you well if you don't hold still. Oh Lord, don't pray, your hands are closed. What is happening? Farnese, Mistress, you're only half dried. The dream concept of Guts's sword being like a piece of clothing or like cloth and like draped over a washing line is hilarious. This is no time for doing such things, eh? Now, let's go to Casca's dream. These dreams were so innocent. Now let's enter nightmares. Oh God. Oh God, wait a minute. This is Casca's? Oh, everything is just like child drawings. Is this me? This is a typical dream of hers within her shallow consciousness. We'll have to dive deeper. There. What are those petals? Those are Danan's guidance. If we follow them, then surely we'll go below a childlike demeanor into something a bit darker. Oh, and that's the cliffhanger too. Something a little bit darker. Let's get ourselves out of the childhood dream. Let's go into dimly lit wasteland. Oh man, and it's already begun. This is the world of Casca's depths. A wasteland dimly illuminated, they said the thing, by a black sun. What an eerie, savage, desolate scene. What must have transpired for one's psyche to resemble such a landscape? What are all these flag-like things planted about? And what's that? The mountain of needles in the distance. For now, I do not know, but determining their meaning is the very goal of this journey. Right. Anyway, first we need to find Casca as she exists in this world. In dreams, distance and scale are merely symbolic. Focus and the sign or omen will surely... Oh man. Like a starved dog chained to a coffin and it's just pulling it along and it's filled with arrows? What's... Wow, this is really great stuff that we're being shown here. Like, I think what I really love and appreciate about Berserk is like the moments where it takes us into like locations or dimensions or realms that are just so beyond our like it's, we're all just like, I wonder what this could mean visually, and we're thinking about it, and it's really cool to see what like Mira artistically makes of all of these like locations. Like, we've been, like, for people that have been reading along, I could only imagine how many sort of, you know, different variations of Elfhelm has been constructed in readers' minds, being like, what is this place going to look like? What is the king of Elfhelm, the ruler of Elfhelm going to look like? All that kind of stuff. What is a dream sort of ritual going to look like? And I think what's really great is a lot of these things that we see live up to, exceed, or subvert those expectations that we kind of come up with ourselves. And it's never this thing where it's like, oh, that's underwhelming, you know what I mean? I'm always going into these stories and getting these sort of incredible presentations, and I'm going, that is impressive and very fitting, you know? Like, there's never a situation where I'm like, oh, this doesn't live up to the hype or the expectations of how long it's been sort of, you know, being spoken about. I'm like, this is incredible to actually finally witness and to see that it does live up to the tales. And then we get into just the weird, dark, symbolic stuff like this, like weird nightmare territory. So an impaled hound dragging a casket, that's dreadful. That hound's... Oh, wow. That hound's left foreleg. So the hound is Guts. So it represents Guts dragging... well, Griffith, I assume. With the crest on the casket. What is it? Ooh, they're taking form. Oh, this is cool. Oh, and they're throwing it down onto him, onto Guts. Yeah, getting impaled more and more. Hey, what should we do? We help the hound. Right. All of our cool magic, attack the demon spirits. We did it. Isn't it dangerous getting this close? It's alright. Sheikah's helping to heal the wounded animal. Is it okay? He seems to realize we are not enemies. What is this dog? I knew it. Look. It's the... This is Guts as he exists in this world. And is this why Casca is just in such fear of him? Because this is how Casca views him? Or like it just evokes these feelings, I guess. But he's a dog. And this is a dream. He's covered in wounds. He's lost his left foreleg. And the conclusive evidence is the brand on his neck. All the signs match. Which means... I feel guilty, like we're disturbing a grave. I'm gonna open it, alright? I'm sorry. It's necessary. When you open it and it's... Oh, it's the broken... Oh, wow. So it's the the broken shell of Casca in the casket. Casca. What a name to be in the casket. I was wondering if it was going to be like Griffith for some reason, only because of like the White Hawk symbol, but this makes so much more sense that he's literally carrying around Casca. And she's just like this shattered, like a broken doll. There you go. With an intact titty. Because you gotta have that. Look, I'm sure of it. This is Casca. No, this crumbling hollow doll is her? Guts. Oh, is something wrong? Take a look from this side. There's something small inside the chest. Oh my god. It's the child. Tiny person? She's even smaller than Puck. Oh, hang on. No. This is Casca. Oh, okay. She's even smaller than Puck or Ivalera. She's probably a fragment of Casca's self, so to speak. A little small version within the broken doll. I thought it was the child at first. Come here. There's nothing to fear. She's like poking it. She's adorable. Gaining the trust of the little tiny Casca. She won't hold still, typical of the Casca that we know. Watch out. It's getting windy all of a sudden. We can't afford for the wind to carry her off. Let's put her back. Were this little Casca separated from the doll here in her mind, it could affect her in the physical world. That's true. Just sit tight now. I'm sorry. Play with you again later. I have a handle on the overall situation. As for what we do from this point forward, well... Mistress. Yes, let's follow the guidance. Come, this must be what you wish as well. Damn, this is crazy. And off they walk, carrying the casket. I wonder how intentional the naming is of Casca to come through from that. I'm not sure if Casca, as a word by itself, has any direct meaning, but when you see Casca in a casket, you go, God damn. Poetic. The Corridor of Dreams. Big old fireworks display. Well, well, what a surprise this is. When you hold a banquet, there's no way the elves will just sit still. What a party. The witches in the air just doing fireworks as well. It's great. If only the world could be like this everywhere and not be evil. But where there is light, there is always darkness. I run through the line of dead spirits, then swap. With my salamander dagger, I finish it off. You're a Mero? That's right. Oh, there went me undies. What is going on right now? She's getting drunk. Hey, want to come take a bath? It's full of herbs. Wash away the weariness of travel and maybe some scales or extract. Oh god, why are they... What is happening? Vice Commander Azan still remaining anonymous. Work. Somehow I fit right in with you fellows. Why am I waiting tables? This is exploitation. I like lemmings. This is great. Man's just being in his solitude. Maybe join you, Chief? Let's just us men enjoy a night view of the blossoms. And the boys get together for drinks and blossom viewing. I understand how you feel, but at this point, all you can do is leave it to others. Isn't that what our voyage, what your whole journey was for? But then you don't seem to like doing that. It's true. Or it used to be. But a lot has changed. This journey's taught me a few things. Alone, my own body on the line, I could rough it out without regard for how worn out it got. But with the two of us, my sword grew heavy. There you go, that's like the chain with Casca dragging her along, the coffin. I could no longer afford to die, and I could no longer handle it all on my own. I set aside my own ways, accepted help from others, and I've pushed onward. I'd like to thank you. I love that character development for Guts like so much. Like going from Black Swordsman arc Guts to like where we are now has been such an incredible journey. To hear such commendable words from you. Are you drunk already? Could be. Well, I can speak similarly concerning my experience on this journey. When the two of us served as Holy Iron Chain Knights, we put our faith in God and enjoyed relatively peaceful days. Our only duty was to obey the will of the Holy See. Can't say that we were happy, but it suited Lady Farnese at the time. But then, our encounter with you literally reduced it all to ashes. Having lost her faith, Lady Farnese became obsessed with you, the destructive spark. Having served her since childhood, I could do nothing but stand behind her. But you managed to do with ease something I had deemed unthinkable. You breathed life into Lady Farnese. To be honest, I wanted to murder you multiple times. I was bewildered by the intensity of my emotions. Nonetheless, I was happy and proud of Lady Farnese, who was learning to stand on her own. Then I realized that Casca is the reason Lady Farnese has grown strong, that a person with someone to protect will rise to the task. Nowadays, it's as if she were devotedly watching over her own little sister. So let's have patience and trust in their bond. As for me, I've come to trust my company enough to speak my feelings. You might be drunk. Feelings, murder, dangerous stuff. But why not? Grown men risking life and limb on the high seas, all for a woman's sake. It's all so appealing to me. When I meet my end, I want to drown in the sea, in wine, or in women. Captain, you are drunk. And more than anything, there's no guarantee your wish will be her wish. There you go. Again, it calls back to that as they're navigating this corridor of dreams. We've walked quite a ways. Where are these petals leading us? Against the wind, no less. Time and distance are ambiguous here, although I think we're about due for some omen. Mistress, what's that? Oh, wow. There was a whole Berserk chapter called the Bonfire of Dreams, was there not? Way back in the Golden Age arc, and it was that really crucial, like, there were some really crucial Casca and Guts interactions around that time. The Bonfire of Dreams. It's a campfire. Oh, it's warm. Let's rest a bit before we go on. What could it mean? Yep, it's specifically the Bonfire of Dreams. Yeah. Golden Age Guts. Is this... scrap of Casca's memories. Then this back. This must be... Campfire of Dreams. Huh. You smooth talker. You sound like some princess. It's Guts. Before we met him. A Guts I don't know. A feeling's coming through. It's what Casca felt at the time. It's bittersweet and tender. A strange feeling. You're right. Can it... But you could scatter them just by blowing, so all those little flames throw... What's this? Oh, it's a piece of her. Oh, wow. So like going through, putting her back together piece by piece. That is quite a journey to do. What could it be? I see. Please open it for him. You sure? We meet again. She flinches and runs away from the hound, but he drops the piece in here and it connects. The doll was restored. This must be the rule of this world. We'll gather the fragments of Casca's memories scattered throughout this wasteland and repair the doll. If we do that, I'm sure. It's those shadowy things again. So many this time. They must intend to hinder us. We'll fight them off. Oh, there you go, the things you were using in your dream. What are they? I must have brought them from my dream. But it's surely a stroke of luck. Both of you, assist us. Shirka summons her Pokemon to the field. There you go. Amazing. Well, it is a dream. That's cool. Protect us from the goddamn demons while we search for the Casca fragments. Incredible. Okay. I'm liking how this is getting put together. It's not going to be an easy journey to just piece her back together. You can't just find her and go, hey, you're fine. It's like you have to actually put her back together again because her mind was quite literally shattered. Here, let's move into the next one. Fragments of Memory, chapter 350. Let's see. Mistress, look at that. A sword and a helmet? So it seems. It's another memory specifically tied to Guts again. All of the memories just intertwined with Guts. And then eventually we're going to get to the worst part when we get back to the eclipse. A boy. Who might he be? So this is the very first meeting, I think. Is this Guts in his youth? They're fighting. Why? I can sense Casca's fierce fighting spirit. Do you suppose those two are enemies? I'm dead. And there's another piece to put back in. It happened again. Looks like this is definitely the way. Let's continue on gathering her fragments. Yes, please keep at it, Guts the dog. What's this? A flag. A military flag. A battle. Casca was a soldier after all. What is he, a shark knight? Casca feels disgusted. How to summarize Casca's experience as a character for most of it? Casca feels disgusted. I wonder why. It certainly has nothing to do with the fact that Casca was constantly thrown in a situation that was severely unpleasant over and over and over again, right? A sense of unity with her comrades, and satisfaction and exultation at completing her duty. A sword again. Not the same one. Does being born of the nobility mean that you're chosen by God? If you have something to protect, take up that sword. It feels like a blow to the head, similar to how I felt about Guts. Something changed inside Casca at this point. Oh god, what could those be? Plants, maybe? Some kind of bug, if I had to say. Sure enough, they're attacking. Go, my creatures, attack the weird dust bug spiders. Now's our chance. To the next memory. Ah yes, when they were nobles. Chandelier hanging from the sky. That's a dream for you. So many people. A banquet? The White Phoenix Knights! White Phoenix General Griffith! Bewilderment, swelling joy, a moment of glory with her comrades. But what's this aching reluctance? Traces of anxiety and loneliness. Huh? He just collapsed. I felt a jolt. A cave? Frustration aimed at Guts and jealousy? Ah, yes. Let's go back through the memory of them having sweet lovemaking. Like, can you imagine if they go right into that memory and we've just got Farnese and Shiaka just like watching Guts and Casca go at it romantically? God damn it. We're going back into that again. Yeah, we'll just skip over that. Why? This feeling is... This is the 100-man Slayer event. Snow? A broken sword. Those two fight? And the feelings associated with it. It's really cool to see this as well, because I think something that we need to take into consideration is whenever we have Golden Age era Berserk being drawn this late into the game, it's really interesting to see how Mira's art style has like changed and evolved over time, and us seeing like how it was drawn back then and then how it's drawn now. It's really cool to see his sort of growth, and then how he'll go back to that era of Berserk and draw it with his current sort of skills in mind is really cool to like think about. Griffith, take care. Helplessly unable to come between them, sorrow enough to rend her heart in two, and this feeling welling up as she stares at his back. He knew it. I knew it. Hairballs. Yep. Creepy. Must be something Casca rejects viscerally. Appear swiftly, Lady of the Depths. There we go, there's our water. Where was the Lady of the Depths when the island was on fire? When we arrived to Elfhelm, that's what I was asking for. Swords of revealing light. No, it's a waterfall from the sky. No sight would surprise me now. Those two are fighting again. Oh, no. No, it did go straight into that memory. They're like chilling. It's like, they're fighting. Oh, they're fighting naked. Oh, they're really fighting. Shiaka, cover your eyes. I don't think that's fighting. Yeah, mistress, you mustn't look. Huh? But for scholarly reference. And this is interesting, obviously, considering how Farnese feels about everything and how Shiaka feels about everything. It's just every female character is like, I have some sort of loving appreciation towards Guts, and Guts doesn't even pay attention to me. Why is that? Oh, this makes sense. Casca, of course. Sure enough, this is how it is. No, I've known this from the start. Of course you have. That's why he's been with Casca this whole time. Overflowing feelings, affection, sorrow. Yes, these things filling my heart are Casca's feelings, and hers alone. We still have a long way to go. Let us move on. See, this is very interesting because you've got Farnese having feelings for Guts in her own way. Shiaka having confused sort of feelings for Guts in her own way. Like it's like this. Hers is like that one of those childlike crushes you have on an adult. But she's also, like, it's real for her at the time, but it's like an immature sort of, still kind of figuring that out. And then going on this journey of, you know, where Casca was at romantically. Interesting. Beneath an unsinking black sun, through the boundless gloom, our journey continues. There are all the fragments, all being poured right back into the doll, with little Casca jumping around. The Band of the Hawk, Nosferatu's Zod, Griffith's assassination attempt, the Fountain. Wow, yeah. Incredible. So many great little visual sequences here. a month, maybe even a year. It also feels like not a day has passed. Oh, sorry. How much time has passed now anyway? I can't tell. The passage of time is sort of surreal in dreams. But the doll is only missing a few fragments. The end of our journey must be near. Huh. The titty fragment missing specifically, we just know that it's going to be like properly tied to how Griffith was, or I should say Femto, was holding on to Casca during the eclipse there. That's going to be one big shard to put back into her. The end of her journey must be near. We appear to be headed toward that pincushion. It's probably safe to call that our terminus. It's covered in a tremendously dense miasma. Probably symbolizes the thing that shattered Casca's mind. As we approach, I suspect we will face enemies more powerful than the demons thus far. Keep your guard up as we persist. Yes. Are you frightened? It's alright. I'm sure it'll work out. Huh? Mistress is saying something. See? Maybe it's a result of gathering fragments. So what's she saying? There's someone I want to see. Someone she wants to see. Does that mean... Probably. I want to see... I'm sure we'll make that happen. Because it's what he wished for. Wow. Oh my god. And the cliffhanger ending as we approach the terminus brings volume 39 to a close. Unbelievable cliffhanger. Unbelievable. And now I need to find out what happens in chapter 351 in the next volume. And I need to read it very soon, and I will. I promise. This has been a big gap between this episode and the last one. Like I said, sometimes I just don't feel like reading, and I don't want to force an episode out because I want to really get into it and have a nice time reading. And it takes quite a bit of an effort to edit and do the videos after as well. So sometimes it's just I don't really have the time. It's easier to sit down and read than it is to sit down, read while recording, doing all of that, and then posting the video. So it's a little more of a thing for me to like put myself in the zone. So I apologize for the wait, because I know a lot of you have been waiting for the continuation, and I will read and record volume 40 real soon for you guys as well. So I won't keep you waiting as long as I did for this one. And I appreciate your patience. Thank you so much for joining me for this episode and this volume. This is incredible stuff. I'm really liking what we're getting into, and I can't wait to see what's going to actually happen here and how it's going to resolve. But in terms of the Berserk volumes, there's only a couple actual volumes left now. There's volume 40 and 41, and then there are other chapters that are out currently that have not been put into a volume. So that will be very interesting how we're going to tackle that. We'll obviously be reading volume 40 and 41 in their own episodes, and then I'll see what we've got to read in terms of the undocumented or no, like chapters that aren't in volumes yet, and also the first chapters that have come out since Mira's passing as well, which will be really kind of bizarre to experience. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode. I hope you have enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.